problem with trying to just get their rhythm going. We had some foul trouble early with Miami, and so just looking to bounce back from that. If you're Miami, you want to take those losses early and learn from those losses before you get into the conference play.
For Miami tonight, your key player, Cheyenne Day Wilson. She's had 6 straight games in double figures.
She has been a phenomenal addition here for the Miami Hurricanes. She's a complete all-around player. When you look at her stats on paper, absolute double digits, almost 5 assists, shooting free throws at 70%, and she can knock the 3 down. Her confidence is infectious with this team.
This Jackson State team is not going to be intimidated. They are led by Angel Jackson, who is one of the top players, the McDonald's All-American.
Well, you know, Coach Tomeika Reed has done a great job in turning this program around. She was 2-time Coach of the Year, and so that is infused into her players. And we are just looking to have a lot of great talent here on this court tonight.
Miami and Jackson State, and the Hurricanes will be coming out onto the floor. There's Katie Meyer in her 19th year, 351 wins as the head coach of the University of Miami. She's done a phenomenal job with this program and has them in good shape this season as well. 19 years for Katie Meyer and 351 wins. Went to the Elite Eight, of course, a year ago.
You can't even put into words. It's difficult to put into words the impression and the impact that Katie Meyer has had on the University of Miami women's basketball team. And we see that number 24 in the polls right now, Coach of the Year in 2011, Elite Eight. I mean, where is this team going to go starting? I mean, going from here.
All set for basketball, and away we go. And the opening tap is won by Miami. Patrick quickly to Oldacre for a layup and missed it off the side of the iron. Second chance, no good. And the ball pops out. Dwyer has it for Miami. Quick start for the Hurricanes, and now they'll get into their offense.
Oldacre has to capitalize off of those easy buckets. You just don't get them easier than that. Great heads-up play by Patrick.
Oldacre has the ball ripped away by Jackson. And now Luckett. Oldacre along the baseline covering up with good defense. And a turnover by Jackson State.
You know, the great thing about Miami is that they get out early and they play very aggressive defense. They put pressure on the ball and they make you play clean basketball. So I'm looking for Tomeika Reed, Coach Reed, to, you know, open up the playbook. Let us see what she has in there.
Just underway at the Wasco Center. Nice move by Patrick trying to get free. Patrick in the fire, up for 3 and good. Dwyer's a 3-ball, only her 6th of the season. Came in at 33%.
Textbook, penetrate and kick. Doesn't matter what you're shooting at the 3. Those are some of the most highest percentage shots when you get in the paint, 2 feet in the paint, and you can make that extra pass and knock it down from the outside.
Luckett plays it inside for Jackson, poked away by Oldacre in front. And a miss by Dwyer. Rebound taken out by Bowler. Bowler for Luckett. Shot clock inside of 10. Luckett on the move and walled off. There's a jumper just around the 3-point line. Jackson buries it. It's a 3-2 game.
Miami did a great job for 25 seconds, right? But that's where great offenses do. They get you down to the meat of the shot clock, and they're able to continue to execute. So very good offensive possession there from Jackson State.
Jackson averaging almost 10 points a game. Patrick for Miami tries to bank it in and draws a foul.
You know, I like that move from Patrick. She hasn't been as aggressive as I would like for her to be yet this season, but just sacrificing your body, getting, you know, getting the post player into foul trouble and getting to the free throw line to capitalize off of that aggressive move is key.
Foul goes on Angel Jackson. Patrick from West Havenstraw, New York. First one tumbles in. Her 9th made free throw of the season, came in 8 for 14. Second one coming and good on a pair of free throws. After the made free throws, Miami in front 5-2.
best and seeing where you are and what you need to work on.
Nice spin move and another foul. Patrick going to work there along the baseline on back-to-back possessions.
Well, we know what she's capable of. You know, she put a lot of points up against Miami last season right here at the Watsco Center. And so, you know, we know what she's capable of, and she started off very strong.
Foul is on Luckett. Luckett and Jackson will sit down. Patrick back to the line. That one rattles in and out. No good. Patrick against Baylor was 2 for 7. Good for 4 points in the game. And makes 1 out of 2. Bowler has the ball stripped away by Patrick, who led the Ivy League in steals and drives in and scores.
Patrick is here. You know what they say. You look good, you feel good, you play good. And then they add to that, if you play good, you can get paid good. So Miami with the fresh yellow uniforms, and they come out very strong against this talented Jackson State team.
8th steal of the year for Patrick. Here it is again. Tamara, nice steal and score.
It's just not giving up on the play when you're at the top of, you know, the press. Your job when the ball is in front of you is to dig, and she did that. Dwyer did a great job stopping the ball, and just look at that mismatch.
Oh, nice.
I don't even think she saw Shea Dwyer. I mean, not Shea Dwyer, but Day Wilson on her.
Daphne White lays that in. 4-point lead for Miami, 8-4.
That was a great job from Jackson State to even recognize the mismatch and forget everything and just go to that.
Day Wilson short in that one. White down with a good rebound. On the drive and floating, a tough shot along the baseline for Crump.
That was a tough shot. I don't even know how she got it in there, but she has a lot of guts to get in there and go against Oldacre.
Crump scored 17 against Central Florida. Patrick at the free throw line. Now for Roberts. Back to Patrick from the elbow. Curls out and last touched by Jackson State.
Patrick said, "My bad," but that's a good shot. That's an open free throw line jumper that she can absolutely knock down, and that's what they're giving her right now in this zone.
So Williams and Spearman report to duty for the University of Miami.
And we know the depth that Miami has when it comes down to their bench. Miami ranks 5th in the ACC in bench points per game at almost 30 points.
Shot clock is at 9 for Dwyer. Patrick. And got it, the friendly bounce.
She has come out very, very strong, very, very impressed with her first 5 minutes of play. Eight of Miami's 11 points.
Three ball teed up and it curls out for Mahoney. Offensive rebound. And here's Patrick again with a rapid pass for Williams. Spearman on the move. Tough shot over Daphne White and draws a foul. And that'll bring us to a timeout. We're at the Watsco Center in Coral Gables. Miami with an 11-6 lead.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jackson State versus Miami live chat. Make sure y'all are chatting in the chat. How important, the question I'm going to ask is, how important is Daphne White's presence to this game? Right now, we're on a commercial break. I mean, we had some shooters last week against Mississippi State, so I just need to see that. I like the rebounding, and Daphne's presence has already been seen in a couple of plays.
Experiences in 21 and 22. And so this is an experienced coach, an experienced team that has the experience to compete with a Miami team in the ACC.
Spearman on the free throw line for the University of Miami. First one around and out. Next one for Spearman is good. She makes 1 out of 2. At 11 points and 15 rebounds, a double-double against Mississippi State. Kings with a 12-6 lead. Dwyer badgering Luck, and then a foul. Oh, travel. I thought perhaps Spearman fouled her, but good pressure, late pressure by Spearman, forces a turnover.
You know, Miami's not allowing them to set this screen. As you can see, Dwyer is what we would call in basketball terms icing the screen, preventing her from using that screen, and then she just was careless with the ball, kind of loose and turned it over.
Jalea Williams inside for Spearman and dribbled it off her foot.
I think if Spearman just slow down just a little bit, just take a beat, catch the ball, take a beat, feel where the defense is. I know she likes that rip through move, but she has to see where the defense is and where the ball is coming from, because a lot of times that man is digging with her and causing her to kind of fumble the ball.
Haley Breland checks in. Jackson State 3 for 6 from the floor, and now 4 for 7 with a deep three by Breland. Breland checks in and buries a
Breland
three.
come in there shooting.
You know, this is a Jackson State team that has competed with LSU and almost beat them. And so they are made for the moment. They are not afraid of the moment.
Nice reverse by Jalea Williams, but the basket is unkind. 3-point lead for Miami at 12-9. Breland, by the way, now 7 for 20 from 3-point range, and a nice step through there and a scoop to the hoop. And she's got 5 straight points.
I mean, that was excellent defensive pressure from Jalea Williams, but just better offense. What a nice move to the basket.
Turn it up a notch,
Jackson State can grab the lead right here on this possession.
Turn it up a notch, Jackson State. And we got the foul.
Foul's going to be on
What is wrong? Why does it keep doing that? Okay, I just want y'all to know that's not me. Y'all, I'm over here
There's that
scaring my
scoop to the
grandma.
hoop, and that was
I'm over
a
here
very
scaring my
nice
grandma.
move.
Yeah, in that moment, Spearman should have just stepped
She
all the way
said,
over
"Who's
and
shooting?"
committed
It's
to the bucket because she's the last line of
It's
defense.
our grandma. I scared her. She said, "Who's shooting?"
1 point lead for Miami. Luckett weighing her options. I think the option would be find Breland. She has the hot hand. But instead is another 3-point attempt. That's good as well. That was a good option. Madison Rochelle hits a three.
Jackson
Lord, they
State
on
has that
fire and they on
confidence,
fire
and they
early.
have the momentum right now.
They on fire and on
Rochelle
fire
4 for
early.
11 from the bonus area.
Let's go,
Good
Jackson
hustle there
State.
by Hickman.
Jackson State has settled down, and they are relying and depending on their offense, and they're doing a great job outside of this turnover.
Dwyer racing down the floor to Williams, who misses from the right side of the rim. Back the other way, and the lamp is no good, and Spearman has the rebound. Jackson missing. Dwyer up the near sideline. Rapid action here. Dwyer on the drive and miss. Spearman the rebound, no good. Both teams around the basket,
I
but
love
not
the
getting it to fall.
aggressiveness today.
This is just sloppy basketball from the University of Miami, and this team
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
keep it
I think
sloppy,
they're a little
Miami.
winded,
Keep it
and
real
they're
sloppy.
playing way faster than they need to at this moment. Not really executing a game plan in their plays, and just rushing a few shots, and just missing easy chippies around the basket that you shouldn't miss when you're at this level.
Breland did her job, came in and brought some energy, 5 quick points.
Breland does not
Great
play.
minutes.
Boy. That is Mr. Campbell's niece, y'all.
Rochelle on the free
easy
throw
on
line.
Mr. Campbell.
First one tumbles off, no good.
We have to get those. You have to
Playing about
understand.
13 minutes a game.
We have to get all free throws.
50% on the free throw line this season.
We're lucky when they give it to us. We got to get them.
Rochelle came in 3 for 6. And misses both of them, but the offensive rebound to Jackson State. Luckett takes it out against Jalea Williams.
And that's just all effort from Jackson State to be able to get that rebound off of a free throw. And I know Katie Meyer is livid. That is the one thing as a coach that you do not want to see. An offensive rebound at the free throw line. You have 4 against 2 or 3.
This is a 9-0 run, by the way, for Jackson State. And now Lamaya Hilton will check in for the University of Miami. Hilton, one of the pleasant surprises for Katie Meyer, transfer from Arizona. Did not score against Baylor, but is a 40% three-point shooter.
She has her moments where she, has had challenges offensively, but she does so much more than just provide offense to Miami. It was a great pickup in the portal in the offseason as a transfer.
Jackson State now tossing a zone at Miami.
What's open on that zone has always been the high post.
Stedman, a nice runner. Stedman, a transfer, and now a turnover. Here's Williams. And a 3-ball on the way. Got it! Patrick with a 3.
She's still here. 11 points in the first quarter. You can't sit her down. She has to play the entire quarter. But that's what happens when you're in condition and you're in shape enough to be able to do that.
3-point lead for Miami. Rochelle trying to get through traffic. Shot clock down to 5. And a traveling violation on Luckett. 20 seconds to go. Miami can play for the final shot here of the first quarter.
And I'm sure that's what they will do. Jackson State providing, soft full court pressure just to slow Miami down just a little bit.
Milton Patrick Williams playing with Stedman and Lattimore for Miami. Milton. Lattimore misses right before the horn sounds. Jackson State with a 9-0 run, but Miami answers that with 5 quick points to end the first quarter. And the Hurricanes will take a 3-point lead into the second quarter here.
All right, so we have to reduce the turnovers. Make sure that we're getting the free throws. I like the rebounding. The rebounding is good. Man, put Breland in. Where is Woodhouse? Let's turn up off the bench. Breland had 5 points in like less than a minute. She's on fire already. Jalea Hickman has 3 rebounds. Kishana Luckett has 2 assists. Breland has 5 points. You just got to turn it up a notch. And you see they got their shooters on the floor, so make sure that you put your shooters on the floor. And we got a couple of them. Luckett has to turn it up a notch. We can't have the same mistakes as we did last week. We can't. Just not good, not cool. All right, let's tune in. Now, as far as the buffering on the game, that's not me. That's the game. That's not me. That's not me, y'all.
More of a presence offensively for this team to be successful.
Stedman for 3 straight on, no good. Offensive rebound to Miami. Jasmine Roberts scores for the first time tonight.
And that's what she does so well, just the little things. Her points aren't always loud, but they're always impactful.
Roberts was held just 5 points against Baylor. Grabs the offensive rebound. Here's a 3-ball from the right wing that's short. And Miami wants to run. Roberts, Stedman, then Williams. Roberts splits the defense, goes up with the left hand, and has her shot blocked. Angel Jackson covers a lot of territory.
6'6", big body, just there and long and able to just affect the shots.
Angel Jackson leads the SWAC in blocks. Gets one right there.
I can believe it.
Yeah. Her 21st block of the season. Roberts, an air ball on a three-pointer.
Miami shot 29% from the field in the first quarter. And so although they shot the ball 6 more times than Jackson State, when you're shooting 29% versus 54, you see the difference in the score.
Now Miami badgering the ball, and a takeaway by Williams. Williams in the corner. Stedman doubled. Back to Williams. Hilton's in the corner, parked in the corner for Miami. She wanted the ball. Williams didn't see her and may have stepped out of bounds. Did.
Miami's missing a little poise right now offensively. Just doesn't seem to be focused coming into this game.
Stedman goes for the steal. 5-point Miami lead here in the second quarter.
Stedman having some quality minutes right now for this Miami team.
Braylon got hot in the first quarter, came off the bench and scored 5 straight. Shot clock for Jackson State down to 5. Luckett comes up short along the baseline. Last touch by Miami.
It's just great effort by Jackson State, just wanting the ball more than Miami at the moment.
Luckett to inbounds. Daphne White grabbed it, hands it away to Woodhouse. Breland. It's a 3-point game.
Man, give Breland the ball.
7 points now for Breland.
She's on fire, bro.
Hilton on the miss. Latimer the rebound and is fouled.
Miami has missed at least 5-6 layups right under the basket. I mean, they're getting open moves to the basket and just not able.
I think that might have been an air ball and a layup.
It was. She's not able to connect.
I think we got 4 new players into the game, and we'll have a 5th here momentarily.
Sometimes you have to reset, and Miami has the depth to be able to make those substitutions as often as they do. I know Katie's just looking for a unit that has it together.
Lattimore missed 358 days and then played against Colgate. Played in 9 games last year before suffering that knee injury. Good on a pair of free throws.
She doesn't seem like she's favoring that leg. Looks like, the staff has done an amazing job with her recovery.
Crump back in, and Woodhouse checks out. Long 3, no good. Offensive rebound up and in by Jackson.
Jackson is here. Jackson's playing. Jackson has the energy. Jackson wants this game more than Miami right now.
Jackson coming off a 20-point game against Mississippi State. Dwyer drifts to her right side.
We've seen Jackson State's resume. We know what they're capable of. They're a top 14 team last year. Took LSU down to the wire within 6 points. And so they're not afraid of this moment at all.
Shot clock runs out on Miami. Day Wilson, a nice pass, but very late in the shot clock.
Watch out. The refs are really letting both teams have some type of physicality and aggression here in this basketball game. And I like to see that because one thing that kind of, basketball's a contact sport.
Offensive rebound for Jackson State off the missed three. And then Dwyer reaching in, bumps Luckett.
Miami not doing a great job on the glass. Jackson is capitalizing off of the lack of boxing out from this Miami Hurricane team.
Jackson State 14 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds so far. Inbounds coming, triggering it in is Breland, who's played well off the bench with 7 points. Nice pass by Jackson. A tough shot that's good.
With the left.
Wow, Mahoney. 5 points in 17 minutes against Mississippi State. Off balance brings Jackson State within 1. And a traveling violation on Miami.
Daphne's on the bench right now, Miss Kenyatta. She's here.
I mean, I love to see post play. I love to see good footwork, and I love to see good finishes. And able to do it with both hands. That's something that you don't really see nowadays in the sport.
Mahoney is bumped by Oldacre.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
thought maybe she might have tripped.
Let's get all of these. Let's get all of these fouls in.
Well, I guess she was moving still a little bit. Moving up. It's a good call by the refs.
Yeah, go ahead and let's get our fouls.
Too late.
Let's get our fouls in.
Got a 1-point game here in Coral Gables, 21-20. Jackson State looking for the lead. Good ball movement, triple try on the way around and out. Spearman a little bit late there and hard charging in Mahoney.
Well, you look at Miami typically doesn't play two bigs at the same time, and they haven't been rebounding well, and so they put 2 bigs in, and they're still having trouble securing the ball. I mean, there's not much else Katie Meyer can do. The ladies have to want to do it themselves.
Patrick forced out of bounds by Mahoney. Six turnovers on the University of Miami here in the first half with 5:31 to go.
Not a linebacker.
State has possession of the ball again with a chance to take the lead. It's a one-point game here in Coral Gables. Breland connects with Mahoney. Mahoney, a jab step on the drive and a kick. And a traveling violation on Jackson State. The 11th turnover by Jackson State.
And you look at things and you say, okay, Jackson State has 11 turnovers and they're only down 1. And we're halfway through the second quarter. And so if I'm Tomeika Reed, I'm upset about the 11 turnovers, but I'm saying, you know what? We have 11 turnovers and we're still in this game. So just imagine what they can do when they're playing at full capacity.
Spearman grabs the Oldacre miss and puts it in. The former number 26 recruit in the country. Here's a left wing 3 off the heel, and Oldacre down with a good rebound.
Miami's out running. This is what they like to do.
Day Wilson on the move and draws a foul. And that'll bring us to a timeout with 4:39 to go in an entertaining first half in Coral Gables, and Miami with a 3-point lead.
This game, Jackson State absolutely, bar none, we would be leading Miami, Florida if we got our free throws and reduce the turnovers. Breland has 7 points. Maya Crump has 2. Keisha Luckett has 2. Or Maya Crump has 3 rebounds, and Keisha Luckett has 2 assists. Right now, Breland is leading in points. But it's a very close game. And I feel like we definitely have the ability to take over. They're scoring at 38.5%, so they have low scoring. Um, I'm trying to figure out how many fouls they have because they've been fouling a lot. So everybody on their team has one personal foul. Um, we just need to, once again, when you're playing at this level and you're playing these types of teams, you know that the refs are going to tighten it up a little bit if they see you getting away with the game. Brother Bakari feels like we need to put our two bigs in at the same time. You gotta control their defensively. Jackson State is on par. I commend the refs for now for letting them play, because sometimes they don't do that. And as of right now, they're letting them play. I do see that Miami's playing a little bit more loose with the reaching in, and we're not getting those calls like we should be. They've been reaching in a lot. And usually when you reach in and you're not able to actually steal the ball, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get called. It's going to be a foul every time. They're doing a lot of reaching and we're not getting those calls. But the calls that we do get, you got to make sure that you're converting those. 11 in the first half is crazy. Good thing Miami not making shots like Mississippi State. And we ain't really let our shooters off the leash like that. And I don't know if you guys see this, but I don't know if you guys see it. I don't know if you guys see it, but it looked like Adriana Event is in the game. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I saw it. Let me flip it back over right here. Look right here. Adriana Event. That's Texas. That's from Texas Southern. So, ladies and gentlemen, Adriana Event is at this game today, and she is playing. This is huge for Jackson State. Let me turn them.
Holiday eggnog.
Oldacre with a hook shot, no good. And Dwyer is going to be called for a travel.
You know, Miami has 7 steals, but you don't really feel it looking at the game. And they forced 11 turnovers, and you don't really feel that looking at the game. It's 23-20. 4 minutes and some change left in the half, and it's a very low scoring game.
Crump goes to the right side. Dwyer goes to right inside to Jackson.
I saw her name on there.
Oh, nice pass. Got it to go, and a foul. How about that? Cameron James, that was good work there.
I seen her name on there.
To have that type of patience and poise if you were Jackson.
I'll pull it
and
up.
If you were LaShae Dwyer, you cannot lose your man, because that's a simple pass and cut, and that is a great bounce pass, drop-off pass for an M1.
Second foul on Oldacre. Crump to the free throw line and can tie the game.
Number 24 is Adriana Avent, and number 24 out on the floor.
Doesn't seem rattled.
Ain't
no pressure on her.
Right there.
Miami's 24 in the AP poll, and they have to play like they belong there.
Right
now, Miami's not playing like they belong in the top 25, and we know how hard, what a great open that they've had to this season.
Dwyer the miss, Roberts the rebound. Second chance for Miami. Dwyer lost the ball. Picked up by Crump. Crump played 32 minutes against St. John's. Scored 17 against UCF. Right to Jackson. Another give and go. Down low and miss. Got inside close.
Yeah, you can't miss those. That was to tie the game. Just to let y'all know, that is not my internet. that's doing that buffering.
And then Jackson State stepped out of bounds.
Jackson State just playing with way more energy than Miami right now. They look like they belong in the lead. They're clapping. They're engaged. They're pumped up. Miami has to pick their energy up.
Day Wilson out front for Miami. 6 straight double-figure games. On a bounce pass for Dwyer. Shot clock for Miami is down to 5. Dwyer on the move. Steps back and it's an air ball.
Miami's going to have to find some
We
production
absolutely
and going
have
to have
shooters.
to find it quick.
Now, the other thing I think that Miami is going to find
We
out this
absolutely
year is
have shooters.
they were in
They're
the
all on
Elite
the
Eight last
floor.
year, which now puts the target on them.
Absolutely. That's why I said,
Just gotta let 'em
there's
off
no
the
pressure
leash.
for Jackson State, even although they were ranked 14th last year. They've had a lot of success in the SWAC, and they have a very, very talented and good coach. Miami still has a target on their back because of what they've been able to accomplish.
Miami's missed 4 straight shots, 8 of their last 9. Jackson State can take the lead on this possession. (23-22) Miami. Shot clock at 10. Corner 3 for the lead. Yes.
Woo!
Good ball
Who said we
movement
ain't
in
got
the
no
corner
shooters?
3 for the lead.
Who
for
said we
Jackson
ain't got
State.
no shooters?
Bowler with a 3-pointer from the right corner.
Brother
Averaging
Bakari,
almost 10
be ready
points a
for the
game.
halftime
She
show.
had so much time to shoot that shot. Wasn't rushed at all.
Be ready for that halftime show, Brother Bakari.
There's another
She
look at the
called it.
3-pointer by Bowler and the good
He
ball
said
movement.
Miami, that Jackson State could beat
I
Miami.
think there was a little bit of miscommunication on defense. I'm not sure if they're in man or zone, but
Thank you so much.
she went baseline and no one rotated with her.
Thank you so much for your
Spearman
donation.
inside
My
and
son
scores
has my
for
phone
Miami.
right now.
Bowler is 7 for 35 from 3-point range coming into this game. Spearman ties it at 25. And a nice takeaway by Roberts. Williams on the drive and lost the ball.
There
Looked
we
up at the
go.
rim and
It's
lost the dribble.
Jackson State.
It's like
y'all
that
gotta
sometimes.
capitalize
Sometimes when you're
off of
playing
their
like that,
sloppiness.
you have ebbs and flows of the game. You have momentum shifts and runs, and you just have to be able to withstand the storm.
Hurricanes are up to 10 turnovers, 4 of those turnovers in the last 3 minutes. Inside of 2 minutes to go now, first half here at the Watsco Center. We're tied at 25. Another steal. On the drive and it's swatted away. Patrick had her shot blocked.
Crump ain't playing.
Patrick had the steal, tried to, they were
Outta
wearing the
here.
old trolley uniforms, tried to score on a
Hey,
rapid
get
transit
that
basket.
out of here.
That's an impressive block
Yeah.
by Crump.
Just not afraid to go up there and had an eye for the ball.
Roberts on the baseline and Spearman lost it.
Yes.
5th turnover for Miami.
Keep it
in the
sloppy,
last 3
Miami.
minutes and
Jackson
15
State,
seconds.
you gotta pull away with these.
Tied
with
at
these
25.
hits.
Very casual with the basketball.
Triple try on the way, side iron miss. And following up a shot, and one more coming.
Second chance opportunities
Roller
are
on
killing
fire
Miami
today.
right now. And
Roller
Jackson
wants to
State
play today.
has the enthusiasm, the effort, and the just wherewithal to just stay with it and punish Miami on the glass. And that's what they're doing right now.
That was all Bowler, just following her shot.
It's 100% effort.
Univer-
100% effort.
Hurricanes men's basketball coach Jim Larinaga likes to say a rebound is nothing more than getting a loose ball.
That's
And
it.
that time, Bowler just tracked down the loose ball, got the bucket and the foul.
Well, it seems like whoever wants the ball the most in this game is going to be the most successful.
Bowler's free throw is good.
Hey.
Bowler came in 10 for 12 on Charity Stripers, and Jackson State has a 3-point lead, their largest of the night. Ignited by Bowler. Another turnover.
Come on, let's take this.
With a minute to go in the half.
They reaching. Who they reaching?
Crump being
Who's
badgered
so
by
much
Williams.
reaching? It's ridiculous.
Now Luckett. Out on her is Dwyer. 17 on the shot clock. 45 to play in the first half. 28-25, Jackson State leading 24th ranked Miami. For Jackson, poked away. Roberts has it for the Canes, middle of the floor. Miami trying to hold on to the ball. 6 turnovers in the last 4.5 minutes. 6 of their 12 turnovers have come in about a 4.5 minute frame. Now Williams with 15 to shoot. Roberts open for a triple try. Good! And ties the game.
They are doing so much reaching and
Roberts
fouling.
shooting an impressive amount from the 3-point line, almost at she's at 40%, and so you can't give her that open look.
And a steal with a last chance. Time running down. Can Miami beat the clock? Off target. Would have counted had it gone, but Patrick was off target. We end the first half tied at 28. Roberts saves the day for Miami and ties the game.
Y'all know you're not gonna get. You know that we are barely able to get calls. You already know how this is played. You already know what to expect. I will say that these refs for the first half, they was letting Miami has 4 fouls and they probably missed about 3 or 4, but to their point, they ain't been calling the fouls on Jackson State. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that they're not calling fouls on Jackson State, even though Miami is clearly fouling with all these reach-ins. You cannot do that many reach-ins, not actually steal the ball and not get called a foul. That's like automatic foul 101. Brother Bakari, I would hope that you would come up here and let me go ahead and show you guys what I was talking about. So these last couple of weeks, I was telling you about how the ruling for NCAA is to allow people who are second-time transfers, they do not have to sit out immediately. They can play without having it affect their eligibility if this is overturned. So they will not lose a year of eligibility. So as you can see, we have Adriana Avent, number 24. She has one personal foul and she played for 3 minutes, but she is in the building. Adriana Avent. And what is so spectacular about Adriana Avent, or why are we so excited to have her? Adriana Avent was a guard on the Texas Southern basketball roster last year. She previously transferred from New Mexico. She earned 2002-2023 all-season SWAC preseason honors. She scored 24 points at Stephen F. Austin and 22 against Rice. Scored 16 points and tied for a career best 8 rebounds at Florida State. So she's transferred to Jackson State, and her eligibility was in limbo. Due to this, it's basically like a restraining order on the eligibility. They are allowing players to play. They're going to allow them to play this season, I guess for the rest of the spring, while the restraining order is in place. Now, if the restraining order is overturned for this particular case, they do not lose a year of eligibility. So that is why Adriana Avent is playing tonight. We also see that Daphne White is here tonight. So she is in the game. Daphne White right now, she has 2 points. She only had 1 field goal attempt, so she's 1 for 1, 1 rebound, 1 personal foul. Bowler is on fire tonight with 6 points. Maya Crump has 4. Angel has 4. So this is a very low scoring game right now. Very defensive heavy. Miami's not even really doing that well defensively. Jackson State is having too many self-inflicted mistakes. So what I mean by that is Kashawn Luckett, I think she had a couple of travels and a couple of careless mistakes with passing the ball, but Miami's not playing good at all. This is definitely a winnable game. Brother Bakari said it the last couple of weeks. He said if Daphne is in the game, we can win it. Breland, Haley Breland, she is basically on a hot streak. She scored 15 points last week, and she's already at 7 points, and she's only been in the game for 11 minutes. She has 2 assists. One thing that we need to do is, of course, stay out of foul trouble. And this next quarter, it's going to be, I think the refs are going to tighten up a little bit. The refs are going to tighten up a little bit because Miami's not necessarily supposed to lose this game. So if Jackson State wins this game, it has to be basically by the book. You cannot be fouling, cannot turn over. When I like that Tion Bowler, that when she missed that 3-point shot, she went and got her own offensive rebound for the layup, or for shooting right there. And then she did get a +1, but she made it. It says free throw 1 of 1. So those are the things that we need. Maya Crump, you got to get your free throws in. Madison Rochelle, she's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. We cannot miss those points. That's how close this game is, and how much is riding on the game. Let's look at the players that are on the team. We have Haley Breland. She hails from Wiggins, Mississippi. She graduated from Stone High School. And she was the number 1 point guard in the state of Mississippi, 2021, 2022 Danzy Dozen. And as you can see, she's definitely a shooter. Like we have some really talented young women on our team. Let's look at Zakia Mahoney, because she was playing really good last week as well. She's a graduate student. It says that she is 5'10". I wonder where she. Let me see if it's got any information. She scored 9 points versus UCF. Let me see. She was playing well at Mississippi State. I felt like she did. But she did foul out, so that's the only thing. But at Mississippi State, they was calling all kind of stuff that they shouldn't have been calling. But once again, this is the Power 5. They don't like to necessarily lose, especially against SWAC teams. So making sure that we don't get the fouls is very important. I know it seems like they put 2 bigs in the box, but for the most part, Jackson State has been able to just have either Daphne White or Angel Jackson in, and it hasn't necessarily caused any problems with them. So them playing Daphne White or Angel Jackson and basically substituting them out, it hasn't caused Miami to be able to pull away. Another shooter, of course, is Taylor Woodhouse. So for the most part, we do have 3-point shooters. It's Taylor Woodhouse. Bowler can shoot when she's on. Breland can get it cracking. Mahoney's shot some threes. Heck, I even seen Angel Jackson shoot a 3 last week. So this is a very exciting, close game. And I am excited to see where it goes from here. Let's look at them. I do notice that they do have a lot of steals as a team. They have a lot of steals. But if you look at our statistics, look over here. Jackson State is shooting at 48%, while Miami is shooting at 29%. Jackson is shooting at 48%, while Miami is shooting at 29%. Free throws, we can't be missing those. We're shooting at 25%, while Miami is shooting at 75%. Miami is able to make up the low percentage that they have, the field goal percentage, by those free throws, because they're 6 of 8. So 6 of the points that they have, 6 of those 28 points came from just being at the free throw line uncontested. Total rebounds, we need to increase the number of rebounds we get. We're neck and neck with second chance points. Bench points, as you can see, our bench is coming off the bench is 12 points. So 12 of our 28 points came from off the bench. Let me see. You can see the difference between the steals. They have 11 steals, but they got about 5 or 6 fouls with those steals because they've been reaching and not getting called. Points in the paint, we've been doing good with that. 14 versus 8. So I would continue to basically punch at the paint and trying to draw those fouls. We need some of those players to be in foul trouble. Continually taking it to the basket and making those points is going to be important. I feel like for the second half, Miami is going to try to cause some of our players to get into foul trouble. Yeah, if we weren't careless with the ball, I feel like Jackson State we have the momentum, but we need to slow the ball down. That's the same thing they did with last week. When you have the momentum, you control the game. And I felt like they were trying to move a little bit too fast for my liking. Slow the game down. And once again, we have a complete team. So based off of tonight's play, I feel like this is indicative of how we will do in the SWAC. And the reason why I say that is because Jackson State has the complete team. We have Daphne White. We have Adriana Avent from Texas Southern. So this is probably the closest you're going to get to being able to look at Jackson State and determine how well they're going to match up against the UAPB. How well are they going to match up against the SWAC? Because at this point, we have all of our players, even ones that didn't know if they were going to be able to play for the season. They're allowing them at this point to suit up and play. So this is the complete team that we'll see and need to see in the SWAC. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please go ahead and hit the like button. As a reminder, this particular live is demonetized, so any type of contributions, the information is at the top. Thank you so much in advance for any and all donations. And let's just go ahead and root on our Tigers. No, another. Sorry, y'all. It's another commercial. Lord. Let me see. I'm going to play some Jackson State music, and we will be back.
And I'm very tough on him.
I'm sure you are. All right, here we go. Miami ranked 24th, tied at 28. What do you think Katie Meyer talked to her team about in that locker room? You've been in there before with her. What's on her cranium here for the start of the second half?
Oh, she's absolutely fired up. She's absolutely fired up, trying to fire her team up and get them with the same level to match her intensity, because Miami has come out flat in the first half. They didn't have much production other than from Patrick. And so she's trying to let them know, listen, we're in a special spot, and it's ours to keep.
Jalea Williams starts the second half with a steal and a layup that's good. That's a rapid transit layup for Jalea Williams on the steal. And Miami's in front by 2. How much of her discussion revolved around her defense as Jackson State scored, shot 48%. And right off the bat, as I say that, 2 steals as Jalea Williams lights the fuse for Miami.
If you know the character of this Miami team, you know that they live and die by their defense. Their offense is their defense. And so when you see them getting those steals very high into the court and disrupting the game flow for Jackson State, you see layups.
Here's Williams on the last steal. She's impacted all 3 possessions here of the second half.
She's just a firecracker on defense. She has that great aggression, and she brings that. That is something that she does very, very well. So she's in her element.
Pretty good call by Katie Meyer, giving her the start here in the third quarter.
I mean, when you can reach in every single hand, you can reach. She's reaching every single time.
Spearman on the drive and score. That's 7 for Spearman. And Miami opens up with 6 straight points.
Yeah, Katie has done a great job in halftime, getting them pumped up and ready for this second half.
Backing up for a 3 ball is Buller, no good. Offensive rebound comes down to Jackson State and an easy layup for Crump, who has 6 in the game. Miami's lead is trimmed to 4 once again.
Much of the success of the Jackson State offense is coming from their head coach, Tomeika Reed. And, great for her that they get to be right in front of her. She doesn't have to yell down to the other end of the court that they're
She just got teed up.
She didn't like the pressure that Jalea was putting on her. Let's see. She extended that arm just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Roberts now on the free throw line for Miami.
Very important for Jackson State right now to regroup off of this, not to
Did not tell you what they was going to do.
Third quarter. And if I am a Jackson State player, I'm looking at it that my coach is fighting for me. I better put up a fight as well when I'm out there. And so this could do one or two things. This could really provide Jackson State with that motivation and that momentum push that they're looking for, or it could be a distraction.
So the 7:58 mark, technical foul, 2 for Miami, 6-point lead, and the ball. So a big part of the game right now. Dwyer moves it to Roberts. Dwyer on to Williams. Dwyer once more. Williams, Dwyer, 14 to shoot. Roberts on the move. Nice feed.
Beautiful
what a
pass. Shot. Now that is good basketball. Way to share the ball. Way not to rush anything for Miami.
Miami has their largest lead of the game now, 38-30. And another steal. Williams has it again.
Sit, Kashana. Sit her.
Williams going as fast as her feet will take her.
Sit, Kashana.
Patrick.
Now,
back out to Dwyer.
That lack of focus has shifted from this Miami team in the first half over to Jackson State right now.
Dwyer being watched by Luckett. Now Roberts with 7 to shoot. Looks for a screen from Spearman. Down the lane. Lost it out of bounds. Last touched by Jackson State with 2 to shoot for Miami. Luck it out, and the flamethrower comes in, Breland.
Two seconds, and Jackson State is in man-to-man. Just have to catch it. Oh, and what a mistake.
Spearman off the heel. Felt like Spearman took an extra second to stare at the rim. Only had 2 seconds to shoot it.
Well, Jackson just completely left her at the free throw line. I think she was kind of surprised. Like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be this open. I thought I was just going to catch and shoot.
Hurricanes are on a 10-2
They gotta
run
stop
here.
with these
to
passes.
start the third quarter.
Passes are not it. Like,
Breland being watched by Roberts. Back in for 3. Bowler's got another one.
Let's go, Bowler. We need 2
She
more.
has been hot from the three-point line.
That's 9 points for Bowler. And it's 38-33. Another turnover by Miami. Here comes Jackson State. Williams badgering Breland. Gets around her on the drive. That's an air ball. Other way go the Hurricanes. Dwyer quickly down the floor. Nice pass for Williams. Racing to the basket and scoring.
I tell you, when Miami's out and running and in transition and firing on all cylinders, it is very hard to beat this Miami team.
Here's Breland. 7-point lead for Miami. Jalea Williams has been the igniter for Miami. There's a jumper at the free throw line and a foul. Foul's going to be on Spearman.
Yeah, just got a little bit on the elbow. But Breland making it happen. Off the bench, quality minutes, getting to her sweet spots, and definitely, contributing in a positive way to this Jackson State team.
Breland on the free throw line. The first one up and good. Breland has 7 first half points. 3 for 6 from the floor. 1 for 3 from three-point range. And good on a pair of free throws. Now 3 for 6 from the charity stripe. I take that back. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And a 5-point Miami lead.
Jackson State in a full court man-to-man, it looks like. Oh, and it looks like they went back into a zone.
Roberts wide open and missed on the 3. An offensive foul on Miami. On the rebound on Lattimore.
Lattimore doesn't like that call.
Hurricanes' largest lead was 8. Rochelle for Breland. Watched by Roberts.
White begging for the mismatch down low.
Crump for Breland. Shot clock at 4. Jackson State's got to go. No good. Rebound pulled down by Miami. Hilton on the rebound. Other end, Roberts steps through and
I'm not sure if the ball was tipped.
I thought it was a step through. The officials say more than one step, too many steps. So we'll take a break. 4:28 to go in the third quarter. Hurricanes clinging.
They know that was a travel. No. I'm just going to go ahead and read some of the comments while there is a timeout going on. It says, Shauna is a damn good sister and reads the floor. She just needs to switch like she did the past few years with her in Covington. I think Rochelle or Woodhouse needs to be that replacement for Covington. Game staying within 5. Come on, Tigers, we can get this W. I mean, it's literally Tion and Woodhouse or Breland getting a 3-point, getting 2 3-points back to back and we in the game. Sometimes the offensive is not moving, and that what gets her to dribble too much. She's not a scorer like Rogan. She's more of a true point. Seems like we've weathered the storm. I like Luckett driving the ball to the basket and off-ball shooting mid-range jumpers. I understand saying that Kenyatta, but it's like she overthinks and ends up creating a turnover. Woodhurst is more of a 2 guard. So Kishana is kind of like a game manager, if you will. So she's looking at the floor and trying to find out who's open. This is the second game where Kishana has had 0 points, though. That's the only thing. She's at 0 points right now. And I think last week she only got 2 points. So we need to see Kishana to at least get some points on the board. Kishana's scoreless and Woodhouse is scoreless. Woodhouse, for the most part, if you watched her last week, she didn't take shots that she didn't have. So if Woodhouse is shooting, then that means that she's taking a shot and she's going to more than likely make it. Daphne White, she's asking for the ball and they're not giving it to her underneath the basket. I would like them to go ahead and give Daphne the ball underneath the basket so she can catch a couple of fouls on those defenders underneath the basket. Haley Breland her and Bowler are both tied for the most points in the game.
Miami with already 12 points in this third quarter with almost a half to go, enforcing right now 21 turnovers.
The key figure for Miami here in the second half has been Jalea Williams, who was out but right back in. 6 points here in the third quarter. Got the start in the third quarter.
They do
and has ignited things for Miami. She's
Williams
become
does way
the
too
headline
many
maker for the Hurricanes.
She has so
all
many
stemming from our defense.
fouls.
All credit to Jalea Williams and just buckling down and playing that Miami defense, the defense that we know that she can play, and why she's so effective for this team.
Here's a 3-ball out of the corner by Patrick, no good. Williams battles for the rebound, had it, and stepped out of bounds. Good hustle by Williams.
They're going to have to give her the ball.
That's what you want to see if you're Miami. You want to see your players going for those 50-50 balls, diving on the floor, not afraid of that moment, and just sacrificing your body.
Breland has 9. Bowler has 9 for Jackson State. Dribbling hard to the side is Luckett. Watched by Hilton. Luckett backs up and buries that mid-range jumper.
There we go, Luckett.
That was a nice move by Luckett.
Yeah, Hilton's going to be on the highlight.
Yeah.
She broke her ankles.
She's going to be on someone's TikTok with that one. You see her chuckling at the end. She already knows this is how it goes to social media now. Very good move from Luckett.
Stedman, a corner 3 off the heel. Breland coming the other way. A 3-ball would tie the game. Triple try on the way. Skips across the rim. And an offensive rebound for Jackson State.
Crump got handles.
Then Luckett. Breland. Miami defending a 3-point lead. They've led by 8 here in the second half. Shot clock at 9. Breland has it. Into the corner. Right back to Breland. Boomerangs it to Luckett. Shot clock down to 1. Going to be a shot clock violation. Too bad. Breland hit the 3-pointer, but a shade late.
Dang.
If you are lucky and you are the point guard. You have to know time and score. Just got away from her right there, trying to, get her teammates involved and move the ball around. They do a great job of sharing the ball, but came up a little short.
Hurricanes have gone dry from the floor. And an offensive foul on Miami. A cold front is set in on the Miami offense for the last 3 minutes now.
Man, give Breland the ball, boy.
Of the game of basketball, but Miami could not allow Jackson State to hang around like this deep into the fourth of the second part of the second half.
Defensive game, y'all.
Oldacre back in for Miami. Jackson State is 4 for 13 from 3-point range. Ooh, boy, Patrick just got drilled. A runner by Breland is deflected out of play. I thought she got hit, but the referee said she fell.
I definitely thought she got hit. We'll see the replay on this. No, she got hit.
Yeah, I thought she.
I don't think she's going to flail like that.
Williams takes it away. And Williams slaloms her way through the defense. 3 ball on the way, no good by Stedman. And a really nice rebound by Rochelle. Parachuting in. Miami a 3-point lead. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Luckett moves to her right. Out of the corner, Breland for 3. Side iron missing a tough rebound in traffic by Stedman.
With that rebound.
Williams igniting Miami is bumped on the way to the rim. Been the Jaleel Williams show for Miami here in the second half, although Miami has missed their last 4 shots. And a cold front has settled in on the Miami offense for now nearly 4 minutes.
Yeah, Jaleel putting his team on her back right now in the third quarter, just trying to get this Miami team. I don't know. It's hard to put it into words. Trying to get them ready for this moment. Like, you're here. This is a Christmas type of game, and it's a very aggressive game.
That one curled out on Stedman. Jaleel Williams is playing in her 78th career game.
Yeah, she started out a little slow, but getting that opportunity from the second half, I think, definitely gave her a sense of motivation and energy, and she's out there.
Second foul on Angela Jackson. Puts Oldacre on the free throw line. Not her forte. 38%. 7 for 18 so far this year. Oldacre from Mason, Ohio, coming off an 11.6 rebound game against Baylor, and that free throw is good.
She said, give her a little bit more on those percentages.
Yeah. The broadcaster reverse jinx. Oldacre from the floor in their last 2 games, 9 for 14.
2 for 2.
Makes both free throws and puts Miami in front after the made free throws, 42-37. That 3 was well short.
The push from Stedman out of bounds.
Adriana Avent with a long 3 that was short.
You see, they say Adriana Avent.
Triple try on the way, in and out. Jackson the offensive rebound, and up and in. Along the baseline is Bowler.
Miami has not found an answer for the offensive rebounds for Jackson State, and they're capitalizing off of those opportunities.
Miami's missed 5 straight shots, 6 of their last 7. Another whistle blows. Oh, it's a Katie Meyer timeout.
Much needed timeout for Katie Meyer. Settle her team down, just take a beat.
The lead is 3. Miami
I know you guys heard that guy say Adriana Avent shoot for 3. She missed it, but Adriana Avent is from Texas Southern, so she is playing tonight. Are you showing the men's game too? What men's game? I don't know nothing about a men's game. I didn't even know they had a men's game tonight. They're not getting Daphne the ball enough, and I don't like that. When she's on the floor, they're not passing it to her, which I feel like they should, so that she can shoot it up underneath the basket, force the fouls, so that we can get those bigs up out of there and on the bench. Oh, they play Gonzaga. What time do they play Gonzaga? When is that game? Not today, is it? Gonzaga's at 8 p.m. It is 8 p.m. Oh. 8 p.m. what? 9 p.m. Eastern? 9 Eastern.
All right, the situation in Coral Gables, 24th ranked Miami 42, Jackson State 39. Miami's outscored Jackson State only 14-11 here in the third quarter. Kings have cooled off. They're 5 for 12 now from the floor in the quarter. Jackson State is 4 for 11. Miami's missed 6 of their last 7 shots and 5 in a row.
It's been a game of runs, Joe.
Baseline jumper is good. And Miami needed a bucket, and Patrick scores for the first time since the first quarter.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of her. She definitely was that spark plug for Miami coming out, and we finally see her again in the third.
Inside of 1 minute to play, Miami's averaging 72 points a game. They've got 44 tonight. Jackson inside, outside. Luckett with 7 to shoot. Down the lane and scores.
It's like they parted the Red Sea for her to have that layup. Very well executed play. She was very, very patient. Passed it into Jackson, asked for it back out, asked for it to go back into Jackson, and got that layup.
Luckett's career high is 22 points. 4 tonight. 44-41 as we close in on the end of the third quarter. A 3-pointer would tie it. Luckett has it. Being watched by Hilton. Luckett with a crossover, moves to the right side. Steps back, wanting 3. Amen, no good. On the rebound, the buzzer will count him out. Count the basket. They're going to look at the replay. And right now they count it.
Good play.
Right along the baseline to bring Jackson State within 1. I don't know that they got that off.
Yeah, we did.
We'll find out when we come back.
We got it off. We got that off. Hush, hush, and hush some more. I don't know. Maybe they didn't count it. It's not on here. I feel like we did that.
Asked for the divorce. I was ready to stay married. I don't think that
I'm a member of the media.
I tried. And there's just small steps back with each argument. How easy it is.
It doesn't look like they counted it, y'all. Because it still says 41. You know they be cheating.
That's something that has been really consistent. And it's just, there is a disconnect.
Keishana said, y'all not about to do me.
Sometimes I feel like you'll say things and I'm like, as a whole, it does feel like there's a bit of disconnect when it comes to communicating.
All right, bench points, 14. Points in the paint, 20. Points off turnovers, 15. Second chance points, 13. Off rebounds, 12. So they need to continue to rebound the ball. We haven't gotten any fast break points. Whenever we do get the ball, they don't take it all the way to the basket. Let's do split box. Split box. They've reduced Jackson State's scoring efficiency. So it was like in the 50s. Now it's at 45%. Miami went from 29% to 34%. That's just due to having a good third quarter. Total rebounds. We have 27 rebounds. 15 of them are defensive and 12 of them are offensive. Second chance points, we are beating them 13-11. Points in the paint, we're beating them 20-18. Look, this is a game. This is a winnable game. We need some more of our shooters to come up off the leash. So we need Woodhouse, like she showed up last week. We need Breland. Mahoney was even shooting a couple threes, I want to say. Let me see. So it's still on commercial over here where I'm looking at, but it looks like the box game is playing. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Shot at the end of the third quarter did not count. She did not get it off in time. Ball was still in her hand, so it's 44-41 Miami as we begin the fourth quarter.
It's just the effort, Joe. It's the effort of the second chance opportunities that they are capitalizing on. That if you're Miami, you have to be concerned about that because they have not put a great enough effort on putting a body on someone. Although the offensive rebounds right now are 12-13 in Miami's favor.
Spearman in trouble, gets it out to Dwyer, right back to Spearman. They collapse on her, off the backboard and rim. Offensive rebound, Williams has it and is fouled.
And as I talk about offensive rebound, Jackson has to put a body on Miami as well because they're very active on the boards.
Jalea Williams with 6 points all in the third quarter, but came out of the locker room like she was shot out of a cannon.
No, just a little motivation. Hasn't been starting and trying to gain her spot and solidify her role on the team.
Roberts picks up the miss, 14 to shoot. Largest lead of the game for Miami has been 8. Shot clock at 9. Spearman inside, nice pass. And the finish. Patrick right around the rim.
Danced along that rim, and she got the Miami touch.
There's another look at the last basket. What? Patrick Wright around the rim on a nice feed.
A very nice look, a nice seal. Just held it.
Spearman tagged with the foul. Inbounds, Dwyer goes for the steal. She has
Come on.
Dwyer drives in and misses and gets her own rebound. Oh, what a pass right into the mouth of Williams. A fastball.
Come on. That was a foul. Good Lord.
What? That was
y'all are fouling like hell.
Fast pitch. Underhand fast pitch.
Williams should have been fouled out by now.
Foul is on Roberts for Miami. That will be her first. Their second. Five-point lead for Miami. We're tied at halftime. Miami opened up an 8-point lead in the third quarter. On the inbounds, very nicely done for an easy bucket for Mahoney.
Patrick knew the play. She just got caught behind the screen. She knew the play. She switched with Dwyer because she wanted to get that person coming off of that back screen as a post, and she just got caught up.
Hurricanes turn the ball over for the 18th time tonight. We've got a 3-point game in Coral Gables. Miami by 3.
They are fouling like hell.
Jackson State giving Miami everything they want and more.
Barely escaped the 10-second backcourt violation call.
Lucky with it for Jackson State. Mahoney on the move.
Mahoney
and
is
foul.
not scared to take.
They were letting them play earlier,
She
Joe.
reminds
Now
me of
it
Covington.
seems that they're, calling a little tighter.
She's
So
not
both
scared
teams are going to
take
have to
it down.
adjust to the officiating.
So that's 2 fouls on Patrick.
She is not scared to take it in. That's what we need.
3 fouls on Miami.
Get all those fouls drawn simply by taking it to the basket.
3-point lead. A 3-ball would tie it. On the drive with the left-handed shot, no good. Missed by
Literally
Mahoney.
just asked for the ball. Why y'all not passing?
Now Williams the other way. Dwyer the trailer. Nice shot fake. Gets to the elbow. In and out.
That's the right play, though. That's the right shot.
An exit dribble by Crump. And the pitch ahead in front for the layup is good to go.
How about that hands on White?
Give
last
her the
possession, she
ball.
was yelling and screaming
Give
for the ball. She really
Daphne
wanted
the
the ball. She
ball.
really wanted the mismatch. And she's just staying with it. Very nice touch and way to finish in transition through traffic.
You
1
need
point
Daphne
game
to win.
in
She's
Coral
here tonight.
Gables.
Use her.
7.5 to go.
Use Daphne.
Williams for Dwyer. What's Miami looking for right now, Tamara, offensively with a 1-point lead?
They're well, since it's man-to-man, they're looking to just capitalize off of spreading the court, running their motion offenses, and seeing what the defense gives them.
Jackson State trying to take the lead. Baseline jumper in and out. Rebounded for Miami Patrick. Kick ahead to Williams on the other end. Running the floor and scores on the layup. Jalea Williams, the headline maker for Miami in this second half. Back to a 3-point lead.
She's definitely made her mark here in this second half. And Miami has absolutely needed all 8 of Julia's points. But more importantly, the pressure on the ball, the leadership that she's showing out there, just the energy and the effort that she has.
8 points, 4 assists, and a rebound. 3-ball all the way and good. My goodness gracious. Hurricanes left Bowler open, and she hit another 3.
Big time players make big time shots. To tie
we got
the
a game,
lead,
y'all.
To tie the score up at 48, that was a big shot from Bolden.
14 points for Bowler. Tied at 48 in Coral Gables. Under 6 minutes to play. Dwyer, a baseline drive. Initiates contact. Battles for the rebound and gets it right back. Williams with a nice shot fake. Gets to the free throw line. Off the heel, no good, and rebounded by Crump for Jackson State. Jackson State can take the lead here in Coral Gables.
It don't make no damn sense. Good Lord, they keep reaching.
48-48, and Jackson State wants a timeout.
They ain't giving her the ball.
I think Tomeika Reed just wants to make sure that they get a quality shot.
Bowler leading the charge for Jackson State with 14, and we're tied at 48.
Y'all, this is a close game. Jackson State is scoring 47%. Miami is just scoring 32%. On 3-pointers, Jackson State is scoring 28% to Miami's 33%. Free throw shooting. We're not even getting to the free throw line that much. We're not getting there. But when we do get there, we're only at 50% versus Miami's 10 of 12. Let me see. Bench points. Points in the paint, 24. Once again, I feel like we need to just keep pressing the paint. Just keep pressing for in the paint points. This is a winnable game, you guys. This is a winnable game. 233 people in the chat. Go ahead and like the stream. I did not realize that the men had a game today. That'll be a long day of streaming. Good Lord. Let me see. I guess the men, Jackson State men play Gonzaga. I gotta put my son to sleep. Gonzaga. Oh, that starts at 8. Oh, that starts in 20 minutes. That's on ESPN Plus. You're really good at being honest. And as long as we do the rest of our lives, that's gonna be really beneficial to us.
Yeah, but in the spirit of being honest.
Yes, Brother Bakari. Tell him to hit the like button and send me a $5 Cash App or something. Please and thank you. I would go inside to Daphne and pop out to Bowler. I agree. Bowler or Breland or Woodhouse. Um, I also agree with this. We've been making points in the paint, so there's no reason why Daphne shouldn't be having at least eight to 10 points right now. There are certain players that should be shooting threes right now, and that is, of course, Bowler's been hot, Breland's been hot with the 3 points. So go ahead and hit the like button.
The situation in Coral Gables, Miami 48, Jackson State 48. Hurricanes struggling in the fourth quarter. They are 2 for 9 from the floor. Jackson State is 3 for 5. In the second half, Miami is hitless from three-point range, 0 for 4. Biggest lead for Miami was 8 points.
Oh, no. That's not me, by the way, y'all. That buffering is sponsored by the ACC network.
Dwyer, nice step around, blocked from behind. 25 turnovers.
43 combined turnovers in this basketball game.
Dwyer for Roberts along the baseline, air ball. I think that's last touched by Jackson State, and it is. Jackson State has outscored Miami 18-8.
Don't need 1,000.
After Miami took an 8-point lead.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Roberts, nice shot. That's deflected.
Ooh, wee.
And a foul on Roberts.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Both teams hungry for this. Jackson State definitely hungry right now, and Miami definitely has a point to prove as well. And so this last 5 minutes is going to be pretty entertaining. Who wants it more?
Y'all.
Who has the most energy?
Most
48.
energy.
Jackson State looking for the lead.
The refs must have bet on Jackson State money line.
Bowler, another three. That one is short. And Williams has the rebound for Miami. Rushing it up the floor. The trailer for Miami is Hilton. Along the baseline, underneath the basket, out the other end. Roberts left open, just left of the key. Oh my goodness, the basket burped it out. And Oldacre puts it up and in.
How about Oldacre with the offensive rebound and a putback that went inside of the rim to put Miami up 2.
This is going
4.5 to go in Coral Gables. Another steal by Williams. Williams takes it in, comes to a jump stop, and scores again. What a half.
He should have been fouled out.
Jalea Williams.
He should have been fouled out by
right
now.
In front of us, Joe, and the ball, she has very active hands, and it just went right into her hands.
10 points, 6 steals for Williams.
Not do that.
What a half.
Jackson rolls to the basket. Ball is loose and reaching in is Dwyer for the jump ball. Possession arrow favors Jackson State.
They ain't
Here's
reaching in. They're literally fouling.
Again.
Oh, my God.
Miami needed a hero. At the moment of truth, it's been Williams.
Well, that's what's so special about this Miami team. You never know who's coming to play. And you never know what half they're coming to play or which quarter they're coming to play. But collectively, because they have so much depth, they can kind of count on anyone to come in and show up.
52-48 Miami. 4 minutes to go in the game. Rochelle on the move against Hilton. Bowler takes it to the basket hard and draws a foul. Bowler, her eyes are narrow and determined, and she was going to make her way to the rim one way or the other.
Let's see this replay.
Dwyer got her from the side.
That was a 50-50 ball. Could have went either way. But I think because of Bowler's determination and her aggressiveness going to the basket, that they rewarded it.
Bowler's career game was against Texas, 24 points against Texas. So in big games, she's played big. And 15 tonight.
She's definitely put this Jackson State team on her back, on her shoulders.
Came into the game 83% from the free throw line. Slices the Miami lead to 2. 2-point game in Coral Gables, under 4 minutes to play. Miami 3 timeouts remaining. Jackson State 3 timeouts. Williams for Dwyer, left open, daylight for 3. Around and out. Hurricanes are still hitless in the second half from 3-point range.
Jackson State having a tough time just taking care of the basketball.
Breland brings it right in front of her bench, and again, Williams is there to poke it away. A timeout by Jackson State. The boy, Jalea Williams, has been a thorn in the side of Jackson
She's
State
been reaching
and has
so
taken
much.
over for Miami. It's a 2-point game in Coral Gables.
She should have been fouled out by now.
.7 steals. A one-person wrecking crew tonight. Oldacre has it on the baseline and lost it across the baseline. 4-point lead for Miami.
I'm not sure how any Jackson State player is comfortable dribbling the ball in front of Jalea. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it.
7 steals, 12 points, 6 of 10 from the floor, 4 assists. You talk about a savory stat line.
She's given this Miami Hurricanes team exactly what they needed, exactly when they needed it.
Grump has it, 5 to shoot. Breland, tough shot, she traveled. And who is there to force the travel?
Jalea Williams. For their 28th turnover.
I feel like there are
28
5 Jalea
turnover,
Williams out
and we're
there.
still only down
She's
by
everywhere.
4. Yeah, I forgot.
You know, when you see someone that's undersized play big, you tell them, "Oh, you play like you're 6'3", you play like you're 6'4". Well, she's playing like a Ferrari right now. She is everywhere and anywhere all the time.
She's been
Katie
fouled.
Meyer with a 30-second timeout.
All those reach.
So we've got 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go. It's a 4-point game. Jackson State, they've come here, they're in the game. They've got a chance to win. If you're Jackson State, what are they talking about right now?
To calm down.
Yep.
To calm down, relax. They seem a little rattled right now. Do what they've done that has had them successful. I mean, you can't have much success with 28 turnovers. So first and foremost, just take care of the ball. I think if they just take care of the ball, everything, they can't run an offense because they can't get the ball past half court. And once it's past half court, you know, Jalea and Miami, I'm going to say Jalea and Miami because she is the head of this snake right now. You know, she is applying so much pressure. She's in help defense, and she has given this Miami team the defensive energy that they've needed all game.
15 on the shot clock for Miami. Dwyer has it. 2:24 to play in Coral Gables.
7 seconds left.
Dwyer to Roberts. Backs up for 3. No good. And rebounded by Jackson State. Here comes Crump up the right sideline. Crump tries to weave in. Williams pokes at it. Crump gets it back over the top of Oldacre. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Dwyer wants it. And last touch by Dwyer.
That is
Man.
scary.
Yep.
I clenched my knees on that, Joe.
Yep.
It's a dangerous fall.
Jackson State has missed 6 of their last 7 shots. Oh, right around the knee area. Boy, oh boy.
I know I'm still rubbing my
Yep.
knees. I don't know.
We're going to take a look at this one to see if it was touched by Jackson State. But boy, Dwyer was in a precarious spot there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I was an official, if I would know who touched the ball last. But what you love to see is both teams diving on that floor, both teams hungry for that ball. It's
That
a
was
4-point
Miami.
game. It's a 4-point game with a little less than 2 minutes to go, and it's anyone's game. But whoever wants the ball most is going to win this basketball game. And Jalea wants the ball more than anyone in this arena right now.
I think that might be off the elbow of the Jackson State player. All these hands are intertwined here.
It's like Twister.
Yeah, right. It looks like it went off the elbow.
I think. What do you think, Joe? I think they're going to give the ball to Miami.
I think it's going to be Miami's ball.
Okay.
I think it's.
I'm glad I don't have their job.
It looks like it's off the left elbow.
Either the left elbow or the left
Previous
fingertips.
play of out of bounds is overturned. It'll be Gold's ball.
Oh, so it's Miami ball. They made the color gold.
Oh, I was wondering who gold was,
They said
Joe.
gold, right?
Okay, so we have gold. We have
I was thinking canary yellow.
eggnog.
Eggnog, French vanilla.
Banana. I don't know. Well, if we want another career, we could be an official.
Yeah.
Be some officials.
A replay official. Jackson State's missed 5 straight shots.
A whole 1-for-1.
A little chilly in South Florida, and that cold front has set in on Jackson State. No field goals for Jackson State in the last 4.5 minutes. Williams for Dwyer. Under 2 minutes to play and a 4-point Miami lead.
Well, Miami won't take many quick shots here unless it's in transition. They want to milk this clock a little bit and get deep into the shot clock with a quality shot.
Dwyer, Roberts for 3. Got it! A big 3 by Roberts. At the moment of truth, Roberts delivers.
Jackson State is in a world of trouble. They need offense, and they need offense very, very quickly.
7-point lead with 1:18 to go. Off the backboard and iron, no good. Rebounded by Oldacre for Miami. Williams across the timeline with 1 minute to go.
She'll slow it down. Jackson State's going to have to start fouling now. They only have now 2 team fouls, so they're going to have to spend the next couple of possessions getting a few quick fouls.
Here's a 3-pointer by Roberts. That triple try could not have come at a better time for Miami. Their only 3-pointer of the half.
Miami's been focused on getting to the basket.
So 2 timeouts for Miami, 2 timeouts for Jackson State. Jackson State's got a ways to go here, and the fouls is 3. And a timeout with 50 seconds to go.
This is a surprising timeout. And now I think they have 1 timeout remaining. So this team better be a team that can really listen to instruction and execute.
So 50 seconds to go. Miami a 7-point lead. 57-50. Seven-point lead for Miami. Williams inbounds for Miami. Roberts, Patrick, Williams, Dwyer, Oldacre. Jackson State plays with Buller, Crump, Luckett, Jackson, and Mahoney. The lead is 7. Jackson State has gone cold from the field. Foul on the foul by Bowler.
All right, now both teams are in the bonus.
Yep.
And a game like this could really drag these 50 seconds on. Smart substitution by Katie Meyer to get Oldaker out there since they're fouling, because you know, percentage-wise, when we're looking at the percentages, I would foul Oldaker too.
Williams inbounds for Miami. Better hurry. Stedman has it, and they reach in and foul. That is the 5th foul for Jackson State.
Oh, so when Jackson State does it,
And
it's a
that
reach
foul
and
is
foul.
on Jackson.
When Miami does it, it's a steal.
So Stedman to the free throw line for Miami. Stedman only 0 for 2 this year on the free throw line. That one is good. Stedman short on that free throw. 8-point lead for Miami.
That way they can advance the ball.
Yeah. But it almost didn't appear that they had possession of the ball.
And you see Katie Meyer looking at her like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's the holiday season. I'm not even going to go back and forth.
I mean,
I think what happened was we saw the coach tell the official that she wanted a timeout upon them securing the ball. It looked like she was going to have the ball secured, and
then the ball kind of bounced around.
Just a little bit.
58-50. Situation is Miami's on a 6-0 run.
Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, she had it. She had it. She had it when she fell to the ground, but then she kind of bounced it.
We'll call that a bang-bang play.
We'll call that Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays for you.
So Jackson State now is out of timeouts. No timeouts for Jackson State. 2 timeouts for Miami.
It is a lot of time not to have a timeout left. Have you seen the team come back with 47 seconds left with down 8?
Well, unfortunately for Jackson State, here in the last 5 minutes of the game, they shot blanks. Missed 7 of their last 8 shots.
Well, you need production offensively for sure in order to do it. I think my senior year, we're down 8 with 30 seconds or something left, and we ended up going to double or triple overtime off of it. Senior night.
Hilton jumping up and down like she's standing on hot coals. Down to 40 seconds. Bowler's 3 is well short. Bowler with 16 points in the game, but that one came up short.
Well, with the inability to score quickly, fouling is not going to help their cause.
Dwyer dribbles through a thicket of defenders, then gets bumped from behind by Crump. Miami can put the finishing touches on this one. And breathe a deep sigh of relief. Dwyer's only been on the line 8 times this season, 4 for 8. Had 6 points against Baylor. And that free throw, no good. Ricochets off the left side of the rim.
Another defensive stopper in Lachey Dwyer. She came in that recruiting class with Jaleel Williams, and those have been the 2 up front that have caused all kinds of problems for the offenses of the other team.
Dwyer makes 1 out of 2, and Miami leads by 9. Their largest lead of the game. Right now, 9-point lead, 59-50.
Jackson State can't even get a shot off right now. Not a quality one.
Crump grazed the front of the rim. Bowler, the offensive rebound, and banks it home, 18 for Bowler. The lead is 7 with 17 seconds to go. Williams, the star of the night for Miami.
They won't foul.
12 points, 7 steals for Williams. She'll be able to dribble it out over to Roberts, however. Roberts will put the finishing touches on it, and Miami will escape here. Hurricanes get the win. A deep sigh of relief for Miami. Hurricanes have their 9th win of the season. They got a real battle from Jackson State. Your final score, Miami 59, Jackson State 52. It was tied at halftime. It was nip and tuck throughout.
That was definitely a winnable game. Definitely a winnable game. Give me my phone. Miami didn't shoot better than us in field goal percentage. We just weren't getting our free throws. Too many turnovers. We were rebounding. Not enough offensive rebounds, though. We had more second chance points. I mean, for me, I would actually say that while we have some work to do offensively, defensively, we held Miami to 59 points. And let's look at their season.
Where is it? Right here.
I mean, even Southern held them to 57 to 61. They ain't really been shooting like that.
Mommy, what am I going to eat for dinner?
Thank you, Miss Phyllis, for the Zelle donation. Luckett has to come out of that starting lineup. Luckett had 12 turnovers alone. Yeah, so Luckett, those turnovers were awful. Awful for Jackson State. Cost the game. The turnovers as well as the lack of discipline. You got to have discipline. Now, that one girl was reaching a lot, but we have to understand who we're playing, who we're up against. When you're up against this type of team, you know it's Power 5. They was actually letting Jackson State and Miami play in the first half. They started tightening up the rings in the second half, which of course is that turnover that they got when it was clearly in the Miami defenders' hands. You know, that clearly was a misstep.
But you are able to identify that you're not feeling the romantic chemistry.
Correct.
Can you put into words why you're not feeling it? Are there certain things that are turning you off from it?
And Kashana is, right, like you said, she's an experienced player. So there's no room for that type of play. Going into SWAC play, defensively, if Jackson State is able to keep the other team from scoring, I mean, we saw Bowler. She was on today, but we need consistency. It's not enough to one game you're on fire, the next you're not. You have to have some consistency. Breland, she was doing well. We didn't get to see really Woodhouse go off like she did last week. I think it's really about consistency. And I think for us, one of the things that we definitely missed was our bigs making those crucial plays that we needed. We Daphne White only had 4 points. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Jackson, she had only 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So our 2 bigs did not play a significant role tonight, which means that could have contributed to the loss as well. Going into SWAC play, you're going to have to clean that up. Let's see what Jackson State's the rest of our schedule is like. I want to say we have one more out-of-conference game on the 27th. Texas, Austin, Texas, next Wednesday on the Longhorn Network, the University of Texas. That's the last game before SWAC play.
My bedtime's at 8:30. It's 8:11 right now.
In basketball, everyone is equal. You just have to play mentally sound by playing good defense and constantly making turnovers. Something is going because by the 10th game, you should be sound play.
No, it's not on the toe. It's not on the toe. Look, not on the toe. It's on 1 and 8.
I could do this as an unassisted live. I'm going my.
To pressure ball handlers, and will get out in the passing lanes as well.
Ike's jump hook is off.
But you like the patience there. The ball moved. Quick decision from Ike. Got to that left-handed jump hook.
And the shot from the baseline by O'Neal doesn't go. Back comes Gonzaga. This is, of course, Anton Watson. Nolan Hickman, 3 on the way. Bingo.
Almost as if on cue, Nolan Hickman shoots it, knocks it down from the wing. He shot it better, I think, this year as far as confident-wise. He's been in double figures every single game but 2.
There's Evans, Nemhard in front of him. And now Stromer will guard Adams. Adams to the post, Watson there defensively. Shot is off from Cook. Back comes Gonzaga, back in transition. Anton Watson, the lob, Ike the catch, and he is fouled, and Graham Ike will go to the free throw line. Foul on Jordan O'Neal, our first of the game. There is Mo Williams in his second season as Jackson State's head coach, and if you're wondering if that's the Mo Williams, that is in fact the Mo Williams.
Like 14 years in the NBA, number of different teams. I had a chance to talk to him yesterday. He wasn't planning on getting into coaching. He was actually running a basketball training facility in Dallas, was coaching a number of AAU teams. Then his old college coach invited him on staff at Cal State Northridge. A few years later, he's running his own program.
You just never know, Dan.
It's not too late, Dan.
Might be something out there, huh?
Yeah, all that means is Richard needs more airtime.
Is my plan that obvious?
Yeah, here's Adams from
pushing me out of the
15 feet, and he gets the road bounce. 4-2 Gonzaga.
Adams can score. That's a nice pull-up there.
Adams, 5'8", out of Chicago, extremely aggressive, shifty. He is not going to back down. He is creative scorer at his size.
There's Andrew Nemhard. Missed it from the post. Long rebound to Evans. Now up to Adams. Transition 3. Bingo.
Damn.
And Jackson State with a 5-4 lead.
That's just gravy right there for Jackson State. That's only the 4th Adams knocked down this year.
Graham Ike going to work.
And you're going to see a steady diet of Graham Ike on the low block, whether it's rim runs in transition or pick and rolls, try to force a switch and then throw it right back in. He has been dominant against smaller opponents this year. We'd like to see him a little bit more successful finishing against the Zach E's, Donovan Klingons of the world, but that's the reason those 2 teams are ranked in the top 5.
Hickman off the glass, soft touch. Nolan with 5 to begin Gonzaga up by 3. And now the pace slows. Students not here. If you're wondering, that doesn't sound as noisy in the McCarthy Athletic Center. Indeed, it is not. Now the corner jump shot from Cook. Poked into the corner. Oh, they're going to say it's off of Gonzaga. No argument. It appeared to be off a Tiger from here.
Here's the last bucket in transition. Nice over the top. And this is what you were talking about, Dan, at the open. Just solid decision there. You don't need to take that extra dribble, get all the way to the rim. Good flow to there from Hickman.
Stromer, the block. But Evans keeps it alive, and a deep three is short by Adams, who could have come in a few feet before taking that shot. And now the foul on Adams against Stromer in the open floor. There is Coach Few. 25 years and counting, 696 victories. He's 4 away from his 700th career victory. And he wins 83.5% of every game he coaches. Hickman missed the finger roll, looks for a whistle, didn't get it. And now the Tigers on the move. 3 on the way, that's long from Evans. And Nembhard, the long rebound near side now to Watson. Anton skipped to the corner. Hickman looking for a second 3. That's long. Rebounded by Young.
Jackson State will be opportunistic in transition. They don't have anything. They're going to run their offense.
Oh, Mo Williams, having played in the NBA, a lot of mismatch opportunities that they will try to take advantage of. You'll see a lot of isolation sets for the mismatch that they like, as well as pick and rolls.
And the turnover. Ball poked away by Stromer. Anton throws it away. First turnover against Gonzaga. 15-52 to play in the opening half. Gonzaga has hit 3 of their first 7. They lead it by 3, 8-5.
Yes, I saw my
I don't have, so I don't act on it. Okay.
He tried to touch me.
Is the feeling that you have?
He
You
tried
said
to
you don't
touch
have
me.
the feeling.
Look. I tried to slap it away. It didn't want it away.
You don't know.
Because I didn't do that.
Just not there.
I didn't do that.
What's not there?
You
Feeling
were laughing.
intimate.
It's not about my thing. So, Tina.
No, it's not. Because
You have a dog.
I know that there's a lot of care that you have for her. Or like even when you were like, whoa, stop there, Dr. Pia, like this is my wife. I'm trying to protect her and all of that. So that feeling is there. Yeah. Is there an emotion attached to that thought?
You used to worry about looking at the TV.
Maybe.
You've been looking for that book. That's the TV.
Maybe. What might it be?
Yeah.
The emotion? Yes. I don't know what emotion that is. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I don't know what emotion that is. That's just how I am when I care about people. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's care that you have. I think I might label what I saw happen as like protective of her. Yeah. Yeah. Is that how you feel? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. So next thing is, I want to ask y'all both about your thoughts about therapy.
I go back and forth on my thoughts. I haven't had any like bad personal experiences.
Could have definitely won both of those games. And we're still learning, we're still getting better, and I think this conference play and will just help us get better and better, and maybe we'll see those guys again. It's better to lose now than in March.
Boy, no truer words ever spoken than those final ones by Ryan. Better to lose now than in March.
Yeah,
I like the way he's thinking.
I think you have to have a long-term view, particularly for this group. They're going to continue to get better. You know, they're figuring out a lot of Hickman's off the ball now after a year being on the ball the whole time. And look, it's wide open this year. You see the top 10. Connecticut lost today. Is what
Seton
Hall. I mean, you just want to be playing your best basketball when you get to March, and I think this group's got a chance to do that.
Here's O'Neal, down by 3. Tigers will look to pull closer. Evans the drive. Watson's got him. 8 on the shot clock. Leaning and hitting is Adams. Tough shot.
Just undersized, but a ton of quickness.
Ike the catch. That's easy.
And earlier in the game, he had similar high-low. He brought the ball down right there. He kept the ball up on the catch. Turn around, easy little jump hook. He's got to be better at that. I think at times, particularly when there's traffic, he brings the ball down and it opens himself up to getting the ball stripped or a shot bothered.
Adams lob to the rim. The catch, but unable to finish, was Jordan O'Neal. And now Nembhard. Stromer had it in the corner. And now Anton. Again, you can tell the plan is to get it to Graham. He's going to have the size advantage the entire game down there. Stromer, open three. Bingo! Dusty Stromer from downtown.
That one was shot with a lot of confidence, but I think the most important thing about that is on the catch, he was already committed to the shot. His hands and feet were ready on the catch. All he had to do was let it fly.
And it was the execution, right? Obviously, the initial plan, get it to Graham. It's not there. Find the open shooter and knock it down.
That's one of the things. Young players typically aren't used to being the second option, playing off of someone else making a decision. But I mean, a good high school player usually has the ball in their hands. You got to be able to play off the catch.
Stromer, the defense on one end, missed the run out. Good defense there by the Tigers to get back. But Stromer appears to be locked in defensively here in the opening minutes. Nembhard now on the floor with Adams. And a timeout is called from the bench of Jackson State. And so it's obvious to me here in these first 6 minutes and 13 seconds, Gonzaga does not appear to be looking beyond Jackson State with the holidays looming and then the showdown with San Diego.
Yeah, we talked about that before the game. Is what's the approach going to be tonight? It's not. It's easy to look past tonight and think about going home, getting some home cooking, seeing family, and kind of looking beyond the game. I think the approach tonight has been really good to start.
Well, speaking of the holidays and some good food, time now for tonight's Arby's fan trivia question. How many Zags are currently playing in the NBA? Is it 8, 9, or 10? Arby's, your delicious neighborhood meat crafter. Stop by Arby's today. Arby's, we have the meats. All right. If it's any of those numbers, it's impressive. We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. Number 32, Trayon Johnson on the floor for the Tigers. He's the big man inside. He's around Graham Ike. Shot for three is off. Offensive rebound won't go by Kewan Johnson. And Anton Watson, another rebound. His third of the game, and he'll drive to the rim. A lot of contact, and free throws coming for Anton Watson. Anton, guys, already with 3 assists.
Well, just the luxury Gonzaga's had over the last few years. But Anton just comes up with the rebound, able just to go coast to coast. And, Anton's been their best player, the most consistent player throughout the year. And he's doing it against everybody they're playing. When you look at what he's done against the Power 5, he's averaging 16.7 rebounds and shooting at a good percentage, 53%, and making the three-point shot. So, Anton's holding up his end of the bargain. He's doing a great job on both ends. Obviously, we know how talented and special he is on the defensive end, but now this year the offense is certainly there as well.
Anton 1 of 2 from the line. Braden Huff, number 34, just checked in for Gonzaga. The Zags with 2 freshmen on the floor, and Stromer and Huff. 2 guys, I think, by the time we get to March, are going to be completely different. Stromer the rebound off the miss. Nolan Hickman. Here's Nembhard. Braden Huff. Got some size to deal with now. Hickman faked the 3, got into the lane. The little runner off the glass. Beautiful bucket.
Tough shot.
Yeah, tough shot is right. But patient on the shot fake and then the attack. Read that they were stunting, meaning fake help, get back to your own. Read that, and then the soft floater over the top.
It's only tough if you can't make it. Nolan proven that he can. 7 points, 3 of 5. It's the Tigers now that are one of their last 11 from the floor. This is Johnson in the corner. Huff, great box out and rebound. Nemhard skipped to the corner. And now the Zags work it around. Nemhard found Anton Watson, 3 on the way, rattles in. Anton Watson from downtown.
To Dan's point earlier about Stromer being ready on the catch to shoot, right there, another great example. There's no hesitation. Anton is expecting the ball, great delivery from Nemhard, gets right into the jump shot.
And with the way Watson's played this year and the fact that he's got a little bit more freedom from the coaching staff, that results in the quick catch and shoot as opposed to bypassing the shot.
Great dish from Kewan Johnson to Trayon Johnson. And that ended the Gonzaga 11-0 run. Braden Huff trying to fight through contact. Stromer to the corner. Now Nemhard back to Braden, and he is clobbered by big Trayon Johnson. A couple of guys from Chicago right there. Trayon 6'11", 285, a senior from Chicago. Just went after Braden Huff, the former Mr. Illinois. Anton Watson from downtown. Zags up by 10.
I think that it's important to talk about sex. I know that sometimes it can be awkward to do so. Talking about it can truly be a form of foreplay as well.
I don't think we need to turn her on anymore.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. A real light switch over here. Okay. No, we're on that.
Miami is currently 9-1 overall, 8-0 at home, 1-0 away. They're behind North Carolina State and Clemson. Clemson because they have a conference win. But I think that y'all are dragging it. Yeah, Jackson State definitely had some oopsies, like with the turnovers, like Kishana Luckett with the amount of turnovers not meeting. I feel like Coach is gonna do what she did when Jackson State lost to Prairie View in the SWAC. She made some coaching adjustments and coaching changes. At the end of the day, this is out of conference play, and Coach Reed, she does take it seriously as far as scheduling Carter teams. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It was a tough loss, but they took the game close.
I tell you what, pick a starting 5 out of that.
That's pretty hard.
Look at that. You can win an NBA championship with those guys. Come on now, Richard. NBA title right there.
It's definitely a playoff team.
Oh, I think it's even better.
I mean, that's
look at the depth.
You know, Sabonis, Holmgren up front.
Go get your
I'm taking that team.
Because we can ready to go to bed.
Of course, Mo Williams knows. We should get his opinion on it. Played 13 years in the NBA. Won a title with Mr. LeBron James in 2016. Averaged 13 points
All-star.
a game.
Yeah, it was an all-star one time. Absolute
your
bucket
medicine.
getter was Mo Williams.
I feel like this is going to be a blowout game. I'm sorry.
Braden Huff at the line. Braden's first point.
At least our girls was keeping it close. This ain't even going to be close. If they're losing by 20 at the half,
10.7 points a game.
I'm not watching.
42% from behind the three-point line.
I'm not watching a blowout.
Got a great touch. Sat down and did an interview with him yesterday for the Mark Hughes show. Great kid. He loves Gonzaga. I mean, think about it. Grew up in Illinois, King. All the schools just to the east, all the schools between Illinois and the state of Washington when it comes to Gonzaga. Corner 3. Oh, that's Colty Young. What a friendly, fortunate bounce that was. It's 21-12.
He's a shooter. His numbers don't dictate that, but Mo Williams gives him plenty of a green light.
Dusty Stromer took a step in, left it short. Ben Gregg on the floor for Gonzaga. And the drive there by Jamie Mitchell. And that'll be a foul, send him to the free throw line.
It's like Sean Elliott and the Spurs beating the Blazers, where he catches it and his heels are above the sideline, but not quite touching. Good officiating there to not call out of bounds. Give me a stink eye there, Greg, because I said that was a good non-call from the official leading to 3 points for Jackson State.
That's
Holy
right.
cow.
And don't you forget it, Dan.
I mean, it is.
Don't you
the
forget
holiday
it.
Season.
You know who I'm rooting for.
I don't discredit who you're rooting for.
There's Anton Watson back on the floor. Dusty Stromer will get a break.
Get all your shopping done, Dan.
Yeah, I think I have. Change the topic, right?
I'm still really confused by that opening shot and Santa Claus not in the chair.
Hey,
They were waiting for you.
even Santa Claus needs a break.
I don't know if he does. This is the time of the year. He takes a break the whole rest of the year. Braden Huff. Jump hook. Braden Huff with 4. 23-13.
I could see Greg being a great mall Santa someday.
That's it. That could be his second act. Fifth act, whatever.
You're so off target with that. You're so off target. Screaming kids and Ewan Johnson, Ben Gregg clears the miss. Nemhard.
Nice pass.
Off the catch and the flush, and he's fouled.
And that's one area that I don't think Nemhard's got maybe as much credit as he should be due. Is he does at times push the pace and get out of control on dribble penetration, but he does such a good job of throwing ahead with the pass that it makes his teammates willing to run.
And I know Richard's over there thinking to himself, you're going to credit the pass, and you got a 6'11" kid running the floor who can catch that and put it down.
Before he gives his 2 cents, Braden Huff runs the floor because he knows Nemhard will throw it. Am I right?
Richard?
Guys, I wasn't tired before we started the game. But guys are really wearing me out. Great. What I love about Nemhard is his eyes are always up. And he does a good job of pushing it up ahead. He's not one of those guards who just has to dribble it up. But yes, that play is all Huff. Greg.
Thank you. That foul called on Jamie Mitchell. That's his 3rd against Jackson State. That's the one that put Huff at the line. Braden's got the ball again. Size advantage. Kicked it out. Ben Gregg to drive. Got caught, but then had the self-awareness to go up and lead it in.
A little bit like Kyle Wiltshire. None of that
I like
floater
that
from
call.
a big or shot fake, 1-2 dribble.
He's worked with Kyle Wiltshire.
Yeah, both Portland area guys.
Talk about a guy, an automatic bucket.
Yeah,
was
buckets.
something else, man.
Buckets Wiltshire.
Oh, great
Ewan
hands.
Johnson lost it. Ben Gregg took it away. Here come the Zags, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fret. Don't fret. Nemhard, open 3. That rimmed out. And a foul called underneath on Braden Huff. 8:49 to play in the opening half. A fast half. It's 27-13. And number 1 on Braden. That is number 2 on Gonzaga. Jackson State with 5 team fouls. Keontae Cornelius, number 11 with the basketball. This is Ken Evans. The rise. Jump shot goes over Nolan Hickman.
Evans can score. He's got 4 games with better than 20 this year.
Oh, good set, though. Little pin down to get him freed up at the elbow, and then plenty of space. You can attack off the dribble or just rise up over the top.
Huff. Braden Huff using the glass. Crafty bucket. We should give Gonzaga some credit. You know, Jackson State defeated Missouri earlier this year. 12 steals. They forced 18 turnovers in that game. Missouri made 11 threes but lost. And they had a slight edge at the free throw line. So this is a team that can rise up and beat you. And right now, Gonzaga, only 1 turnover in the game.
Well, this is the 3rd SWAC team Gonzaga's played. Clearly the most talented team here in Jackson State.
Ben Gregg takes it the distance, and he'll shoot one. And Ben with a little swagger. Ben Gregg with 4. Took it the distance, end to end, through contact. He'll shoot the free throw when we come back. Gonzaga up big.
Can't sleep.
Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what?
Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax.
Good, because I could use a good night's sleep.
Me too. You know how early a chimney sweep gets up every day?
Wait, is this all a dream?
Doing that, and that's a good example. And you love how, in that situation, Nembhard gets the ball. His eyes are up immediately, and he gives it up. So many times you see a guard either, hold on to it, wait a beat too long. That's good timing, great delivery.
Hey, Zag's bench off to a good start, guys. They're 5 of 5. Points in the paint. Gonzaga 14. Jackson State 2. And here's Ben Gregg at the line. Looks like he went high and tight with the haircut. Got it all cleaned up there. You don't own your barbershops anymore, so I can't lead you into a plug.
Give me a plug.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to change it up as a player.
I think that's true. I think with everything, sometimes a good haircut will change the day for you.
I think I'm going to change mine up.
Well,
shave it all off.
It's hard for you to get a good start on a day. And that'll go to Gonzaga. Turnover number 5 against Jackson State.
Something I never appreciated when I was playing and younger. Just, I'm going to lose it. I should do something fun with it.
But I've never known you with hair. We got to dig up a photograph.
Okay, that's a bit harsh. It was like, okay, I mean,
but like I've known you for a long time. So
yeah, I had.
You were
full. I had a full.
Deficient.
It might have
starting
been.
when?
It was thin, but I had a full head of hair when I was here. Thank you very much.
You were. That shot is short from Ben Gregg.
And not the best.
Richard
look
hates
there.
me now.
Yeah, friendship over.
Pointing out the obvious. Ben Gregg, the rebound. Ben playing hard. His third. Go along with 4 points.
Ben has had a good season again this year as Nembhard misses the 3, but it's the call for the official.
Gregg over the top, maybe?
Yeah, Ben Gregg must have went over somebody.
He's had a couple good games. The USC game comes to mind in Las Vegas, but I'm still waiting for that 20-point breakout. I think he's got it.
From Ben?
Yeah, I think he's that talented where there's one of those in him, and then, from there, the confidence really explodes. I think it's still growing, but he needs that really big kind of welcome to the party type game.
Oh, how about that defense from EK? Well, O'Neal kept it alive.
This is Gonzaga. This is a big lineup. This is Yeah, I don't know what you think, Dan, but I think this is Gonzaga's best 5 on the floor with Greg out there with EK and Watson.
Tremendous size. I mean, Watson at the 3. I mean, he can switch with any of the perimeters as well as then switch with any of the bigs. So lots of versatility on the defensive end.
Foul on Graham Ike.
Watson second all time,
Yeah,
fellas.
Anton just took it away, and now he's second all time in career steals. Who would have thought that? What a career.
A local kid, played at Gonzaga Prep for Matty McIntyre. Sometimes that's hard when you've got friends and family right down the street. Probably, you know, you want to make sure that you get them tickets for games. He's done a really good job of kind of handling the pressure of playing for his hometown team.
I just love the fact there's no ego in that. Just a desire to be a great basketball player. Lob to the rim, EK, and there is an example of that.
Well, and just he's playing at his own pace. You know, he just doesn't get rushed anymore when he has the ball.
O'Neal wide open, knocks down the 3, but Anton, guys, 4 points, 4 assists.
Well, it's just the all-around effort, right? You couple all everything he's doing offensively with what he brings defensively, and he's turned himself into one of the better players in the country. He made a 3 earlier from the exact same spot. You've got to honor it. A pump fake and just the patience and the perfect delivery to EK. Those two work really well together. See them in the high-low action all the time.
And that's really been a staple over the years. I do know, you know, at shoot-around today, Coach Fee was trying to get everybody just to play a little slower. Like you don't have to be going in 5th gear all the time. Allow the play to develop. That's a skill.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the best players in the world play at the pace that they can read the game a step ahead of everybody else. So you play as fast as you possibly can to be able to read it in perfect timing.
Ike, high jump hook, falls off the rim, rebounded by Evans. And now Adams skipped to the corner. This is Keontae Cornelius, tough angle off the glass, but it goes, his first bucket. 34-20. Ben Gregg, open 3. Ike kept it alive. Oh, nice catch. Anticipation from Zeke Cook. Ben Gregg was cutting through the lane, and Ike saw him, but Cook grabbed the ball. 4:30 to play in the opening half. Shot for 3 is off. Tip back. Great tip there by Zeke Cook.
Well, Cook averages 3 offensive rebounds per game. If there's a guy you got to keep off the glass, it's him.
And a hard foul at the other end by Cook. And this will put Ike at the free throw line. Seven 7-1 run right now for Jackson State. They've trimmed the Zag lead to 35-22.
Well, you touched on it earlier, Greg. This is a pretty experienced ball club that's not going to back down. They've played every single game so far this year, either on the road or at a neutral site in Las Vegas. So they are, at this point of the year, battle tested. Went on the road to Missouri. They were only down 2 with 4 minutes left in the first half to Houston before the wheels fell off in the second half. But they've played a tough schedule.
Really hope these kids get to keep their miles.
Yeah. I don't know what the NCAA rules are about that nowadays.
I think in college, you could, there's senior year to let you do that. I don't know if it's changed, but that's when I became an Alaska member and enjoyed the benefits of that membership ever since. Greg?
Boy, this scintillating analysis of college basketball is impressive.
Hey, he's giving you insight that you wouldn't have got anywhere
that's
else,
true,
Greg.
like counting your miles. Yes, I didn't even, at 22, I didn't even know what miles were. And another whistle and a foul. And we got a TV timeout. 3:55 to play in the first half. Gonzaga 35, Jackson State 22.
So these are the current SWAC. I mean, of course, we're before SWAC play, but right now in the lead is Bethune-Cookman, 8-4 overall, 5-0 at home. Grambling is 5-5, 4-0 at home. Jackson State is 5-5, 2-0 at home, 1-4 away. Alabama A&M is 5-6, 4-0 at home. Arkansas Pine Bluff is 4-7. And let me see the games that. Let me see who Arkansas. So Arkansas Pine Bluff, they beat Arkansas and SMU. They lost to Mississippi State, right around the same amount that we lost. They got drugged by Clemson. So I'm trying to figure out what similar talent that they're talking about that they played closer. I don't see it. Unless you're talking about Oregon State. Everything else is close. He needs to go to bed. He's delirious. Let me see. I don't know. I guess I don't know how the AD is scheduling it, but yeah. So Oregon State, they've lost to some of the same teams that we've lost to. So I'm trying to figure out when people say that we need to fix this and we need to fix that. At the end of the day, once you hit conference play, it's wide open. I still think that Jackson State, just based off of everything, is poised to win. We're poised to, of course, still be at the top. We're the team to beat. But we only play one game with Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff, we only have one scheduled game. February 12th. And we have to go to UAPB. Only have one game against them. I mean, Zay is still only one player. She can't win. She's one of the five that's on the floor. So I don't know. I feel like it's too close to call, and that preseason play is not indicative of how the SWAC will go.
They do a heck of a job. We're grateful during this holiday season. Let's slow it down even more. Ball's out. Still one on the clock. We're good. Play ball.
They just want to make sure they get it right.
I think half the time the officials are like, let's catch our breath, guys.
They're claiming they're out of shape.
Just take an extra second. Let's be really sure.
It's the holiday season, you two.
I'm just saying, these take a long time.
You're laughing at it.
But these take a long time, do they not?
They do. I mean, there's been a couple games I've already done this season where, there's 3-4 minute reviews back to back towards the end of the game.
Braxton, leave her alone.
Clock time expires maybe a minute, but it's about 15 minutes or so in real time.
I just wonder if they're looking at something else, because this is.
Oh, they're saying no.
Usually officials come over and explain
they said
to
no
us.
basket, so
I thought that was
could have been a clock issue.
Well, what we maybe didn't get a look at, and if we get a chance to replay it, maybe the red light around the backboard went off when the ball was still in his hand.
Well, that usually happens when it's at 0.
Yes.
It wasn't at 0 when it left his hand. There's Young from downtown over Hickman. So just like that, it's up to an 8-point deficit for Jackson State. And possession will stay with Gonzaga. So remember, this is a Jackson State team that beat Missouri. They were only down by 5 against Houston. So this is a team that has the punch and the desire to stay close. You can't let them do it.
Yeah, right back into the 2-1-2 zone. See how Gonzaga attacks this time. Good at the high post with Greg.
And the tip from behind, creating the turnover, Zeke Cook, and now a chance, Evans in that far corner. Gonzaga's defense back in line. Evans drives the lane. Loose ball. Cook challenged by Ben Gregg. Ben may have taken a knee to the stomach. Came out of there wincing and holding his midsection. Foul at the other end. Foul called on Chase Adams. That's his second. That's 9 on Jackson State. Brian Nemhard at the line. Because I took that last shot away, that his first point. Which I'm still baffled. They must have different angles than we have over there, because it was clear by the one that we had. The ball was out of his hand before it went 0.
I don't disagree with you.
We don't have tenths, obviously, on that clock, but when it still says 1, there's at least 1 second plus tenths.
Right.
When it goes to 0, it could have some tenths left, but it never did. I'm not sure what they saw. Here's Adams. Into the lane, bounce. Huff is there. Took it away. And now Hickman. Nolan Hickman with 7 points. 3 of 5 shooting. Zaga's offense not quite as crisp as it was the first 10 minutes.
No, and Jackson State really active on this end.
Anton trying to dribble out of trouble. Found Nemhard. 3 on the way, short. Ben Gregg trying to poke it in to Braden Huff.
And those are the plays that Greg makes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a live body. He plays hard. He's been phenomenal the last 5 games and just consistent throughout the year. I mean, in every one of Gonzaga's big games, he's shown up to play.
Braden Huff now into double digits with 10. He's 4 of 4 from the floor, 2 rebounds. Another impressive night for Braden Huff. Jump shot short. Anton Watson digs out the rebound, his 4th. So this is interesting. Gonzaga held UConn to just 4 offensive rebounds, which was their season low. Jackson State already was 7. Anton Watson.
Great delivery there from Hickman, right on the money. And you like how aggressively Anton rolled there. I think sometimes Gonzaga's bigs on those rolls, they don't explode into the cut. They kind of plod through it, and that makes it more difficult for the guard to deliver the ball on time.
20 seconds to play in this opening half. Jackson State out-rebounding Gonzaga 21-20. Drive, Ben Gregg there to challenge, and what a bucket high off the glass by Chase Adams. Plenty of time for Gonzaga. Watson will drive, it's poked away, and Anton with the reach and the foul. And this will be number 7 on Gonzaga. So that will put Evans at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 3.7 to go, and Gonzaga up by 12, 41-29.
Headed to the line for the Tigers.
There's a good look at Ken, redshirt junior out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Gonzaga's done a really good job on him. Only 2 points this evening. Averages right around 18 per game.
He missed the front end. Hickman the heave. Oh, it was close. It was close. From beyond half court, Nolan Hickman almost at his 8th, 9th, and 10th point, but he'll settle for 7. And Gonzaga will settle for a 12-point lead after the first 20. Entertaining Zags 15 of 28, 53%. Jackson State 11 of 33 for 33%. Graham Ike 9 points, 6 rebounds. Jackson State's hung in there.